What's up, everybody? It's the Pirate Stacker, my pal
Nostradamus.
We were just laughing at his predictions on silver taking huge drops. And yeah, it's like 28 or something like that right now.
28.50.
Let me give you this before we get too involved. This was from Mr. Veritas Files.
What is that?
You can call me the Pony Express.
Heck yeah.
I do have a bone to pick with our people here at Four Rivers.
Got a Merc? No. Yeah.
Four Rivers has been my go-to for years.
Dude.
That's a nice one.
I love the bag.
Bro, everything he sent me was in little drug dealer baggies.
That's like
it was very efficient.
That's like if you leave that bag lying around your car and a cop pulls you over and it's just on the floor, you're getting your whole freaking car.
I've never even seen a little Ziploc that
Dude,
small.
that's the coolest Ziploc. Sweet. All right, 101. What's the value?
I don't know what it is.
Maybe that's the current value of his stack.
Oh, that would be something. Although I bet that's low.
Yeah.
If that was the case.
No, that's pretty high. For a stack? That's a lot of metals. Oh, yeah, I have a note. Oh, 4 fish.
I think it just says 4 fish.
Thank you, brother. I really appreciate you, man.
Back to my bone to pick. Here you can pick 2 sides and a drink.
Do you have his address if I wanted to send him a swag pack?
Like $4.79. Of course I have his address.
I don't have that.
Come on, dog.
All right.
It's like $5. So I go to cash
We're not
out.
going to get a sponsorship this
And this is like $10 extra. And I'm like, why is it $10 extra? Well, apparently these are premium sides and they don't qualify as a side item. And so these were $6.50 and then $3 for the drink, of course.
My sides of green beans.
So I'm feeling hustled.
And collard greens.
Hustled today.
Do not get you hustled.
I'm feeling swindled by my friends at Four Rivers.
The bacon.
The rest is coming. Must be the bacon tax. That's a real thing, right?
Yeah.
How was your Christmas?
Great.
I don't think we've
One of the best Christmases I've had in a long time.
Or we haven't had a get together since then.
Yeah. No, it was awesome. Had a great time. Granddaughter was over. Kids were over. The kids all spent the night Christmas Eve, which was awesome. And having all the kids there, waking up in the morning with the whole family there. It's funny because my kids are older, you know.
Right.
But they're still like kids. You get them in the house with the parents and it's like a bunch of kids. And then the granddaughter, she was just amazing. She's to that age where she's getting really fun. Mm-hmm. You know, she runs up and has me read her stories and just hours and hours of story. All right, here we go. What do we got? We got more stuff coming.
Mm-hmm.
Quesadilla action.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, man.
Looks good.
Enjoy.
We got a pulled pork quesadilla today.
I can just like read her stories forever. I get like.
She tell them or write them?
Does she write them? She's 2 years old.
You said read her stories. What does
Right.
that mean?
You read her stories. You don't read stories.
Oh, read her stories.
Read.
You're reading to her. I'm like, this little kid's throwing it down already. We gotta.
You heard read her story.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
I meant read her stories. Yeah.
Well, that's nice. That's nice. Mine was also good. Food and presents. I've decided this year felt glaringly obvious that more presents does not equal more happiness. And it's not that it was a bad Christmas. It was a very prosperous Christmas. For some reason, we always go way overboard on presents.
Yeah.
And then all my family that's back in England, they all just get together and eat all holiday long because there they have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, which is the day after, which is as big as Christmas as well.
Why is it called Boxing Day?
I don't know. I don't actually know.
Let's go.
I think it was based on it used to be a big day that they would do boxing matches and entertainment and fun. So literally they're all just getting together, eating and hanging out and socializing, and that really makes me miss my family. We had a little smaller clan because my niece gave birth, so that was cool. But
That should increase the size of the clan.
I know, but they all went up to their side in Georgia, and so that's what happened. So family's everything, without a doubt.
Yeah. Well, we had a blast. It was just really nice.
And I'm gonna be wearing this whole quesadilla. I can.
It was like the olden days. It's been a while since we had our kids over at Christmas Eve and first thing in the morning. You know, they get older and they do their own thing. But tell you what, a mark of success, and I'm not like saying I'm the most successful guy or anything, but as far as being blessed, and the mark of your success is when your kids get older and they still want to hang out with you. You know what I mean? They still want to spend time with you. It's like,
I would totally agree.
and so my wife and I, we just feel so blessed that we have that sort of relationship with our kids, that they want to hang out with us, they want to spend time with us. Yeah. So
Well,
we have an awesome Christmas. Yeah.
a long time ago, I came to the conclusion the greatest accomplishment I will ever have
Your kids.
is my family, my kids. Having well-balanced, good human beings in the
Yeah.
world. There's nothing I'm more proud of than my kids. So
Yeah.
that's definitely a thing. If you've never had kids, there's nothing as good as kids. Now it's a lot of work, ton of money, but there's nothing as good as your kids and
Yeah.
watching them grow and learn.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. On another note,
A close second is this barbecue.
yeah, my quesadilla is fantastic, and so are these. Even though I complained about price, it's only money, right? It's only
It's
money.
only money. The value of the dollar is soaring.
And that's all based on Trump getting voted in.
Yeah.
All of that
I have no idea.
speculation is because of him getting back into the White House.
Yeah, it just seems. I don't know what's going on. I think we have end of the year madness with people rebalancing portfolios and stuff, and all sorts of stuff going on in the financial markets.
Yeah.
I think we need to kind of wait until February and March to really get a handle on what the heck is going to be happening, because you have a lot of end of the year rebalancing of stuff, and then you're going to have beginning of the year stuff going on. People selling to take profits that they wanted to roll the tax into the following tax bill and not take it in this tax bill. So I think between now and the in January 20th, we just got to sit tight, you know. But we did make a major move in our joint investment portfolio.
Oh, we did.
That's separate,
We did.
but we are it's our mirrored.
I got
portfolio.
the hottest jalapeno just now.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I have a funny story about jalapenos real quick while you
Hit it.
choke
Yeah.
on your So we've been growing jalapenos at the house, and they continue to yield tons and tons. And so when we started, they were pretty spicy. So I would just have a little bit. I would cut them down the center and take all the seeds out.
Right.
And then I stopped doing that so much. And then I started adding more and more. And then I'm eating like 7 or 8 of these things at a time, and just chopping them up. And I put them in my eggs. I put them in my all this stuff. And I'm like, man, I am getting so good at handling jalapenos. Like, I am the man. And then the kids come over, and the wife, and they're like, why are these things not spicy? And I'm like, oh no, they're spicy. I can just handle it. And they're like, no, there's literally no spice whatsoever. They take one bite into it. So apparently, all the spice has gone out of the jalapenos in my garden, and I'm just growing like non-spicy. They told me they had the spice of a bell pepper. I totally thought.
You thought you were hardcore.
Yeah, I thought I was
He's all
hardcore.
coming in. The taste buds are coming in.
I'm finally handling the heat, you know, because
That is funny.
white boys have trouble handling the heat sometimes, you know. True. Why does your camera keep
I don't
going?
know. It keeps turning though.
It's biased. It's like, no, let's talk to pirate. We don't
Yeah.
want to talk to a fish.
So, the end of the year thing.
Yeah.
I'm taking a bath on stocks and cryptos, but
But we made a major move in our mirrored accounts.
we did. We have an IRA.
Yeah.
Can't touch it. 10 years for fish, 12 years
separate
for
IRAs.
me.
Yes.
Yeah. And what did we put in that? Palantir.
That's it.
We put in Palantir. It's the #1 producing
Let's see what they're doing today.
deal that has a dividend. That is the clarification. It has a dividend.
Taiwan Semiconductors is holding steady at 200, and PLTR is they're not down that much. We got in at a decent price. They're only down. They're 78.87. That's about what we got in at. In fact, we might even be up. I mean, this is like the daily. This is a long-term account. So, but it's just fun to see. You know, it's just fun to see.
Well,
Oh, I am up overall. I put $200 into the Roth, and we're at $203. The only account I have that is not getting slaughtered is my joint account that takes most of its financial advice from Pirate. Take that for what you want. But that is the truth. The only account that is not in the red at the moment is my joint account with Pirate. And we're doing great.
that is not necessarily true. We both landed on Palantir because it's productive. He was the Texas.
We're up
Tokyo,
on Taiwan Semiconductors. We're up on Taiwan.
But
and then you do get that little match, you know, that nice little match that gives you a couple
they
bucks,
give you a
know?
few cents.
It's a 1% match.
What I was gonna say was, although both have taken a bath since I've gotten in, everything's pretty much down right now.
Yeah.
My actual stock portfolio is still in the green.
That's really good.
My crypto, I'm in 1,500. I'm down 300. So
all things considered, it's not too bad.
I lost 300 in value there. My stocks, I'm in 1,000. Even with the bloodbath going on there, I'm at about 1,050. So I'm up $50 still, and I feel pretty good about that. And it is all thanks to the quantum computing, strangely enough.
Quantum computing,
which fish hates. Enough about that.
I don't hate it.
Stocks.
I just hate the one that I bought at the all-time high and then got slaughtered on.
It's true. That didn't work out.
That
one's actually making me money. That's my big money maker.
Tom's like, hey, get into this one. I look at the stock. I'm like, when did you get on it? He's like, oh, I got it way down here. Tom, we're way up here.
No.
Tell me about it when it's down here, not when it's up here.
I got in at 19. He got in at 22.
Yeah.
It dropped to 10, and I doubled my position at 10. So that's where my because now I'm in at 15.
Right.
And it's sitting up at like 18, 19, and you're at 22 still. All right, moving on.
All right, moving on.
Silver and gold.
A bloodbath.
They're down, which I'm not surprised about.
See where we're at the moment. Live. We're at 28.82. We're down 54 cents in silver. We're at 25.98, down $21.
We should have found our predictions that we did on this months ago of what our end of the year predictions were going to be. Because I don't remember what they are, but we may be getting close for one of us.
Okay, you called 28.50 silver, and you're just about there. And I called 32. And then, although I've since changed my predictions for 2026, I'm now looking at a long-term
down.
Take a dump. I didn't think that we would be sitting with a Trump administration coming into power. And then
no
gold. I think I called 3,000 or something, and you called somewhere around there. I think you called 3,000. I called like 29.50. So you're going to be close on silver by accident, and we're both going to be wrong on gold.
Well, can't be right about everything.
No. But I mean, you know, it's definitely a long-term asset, so you can't just look at the daily and be like, see. But I mean, I really feel like, I don't know. I think there's going to be buying opportunities. Like, I don't think $25 silver is crazy. People have been talking about the cost to mine it, you know, and I think that's a okay. I'm not saying you're wrong. Like Veritas told us that the all-in cost on gold was like $1,400 for an ounce of gold. to mine it, right? And silver is like,
Not down in the jungles of South America, it's not.
someone was telling me it was in the 20s to mine silver now, something like that, right? And while those facts might be true, okay, whoa, look at that car.
T-boned.
Yeah, totally. That's weird. It's only that one door though. It's like the other two. That is very strange.
It crumples into
Side
the
of a
back
car
door a
just-
little bit.
Does it? Oh.
Yeah.
So be that as it may, that there is an actual cost to mine it. I don't think you can look at that and say, well, that's how the price is going to be set. It can't go below that price. If you remember, do you remember several years back when oil went all the way down to $0, and then for a while it was trading at like negative $50 a barrel?
Under Trump's administration.
Yeah, it went under, right?
Yeah.
And so how does that work? How you're paying people to take your oil? Like, hey, would you take my oil? I'll pay you for it. I'll pay you. You can have it for free. Like that's where we got in the market on oil because of the trading and the futures markets and all this stuff. And it was down to, you know, and I got to find the video. I actually it was like on a TV, and I busted out my phone and filmed it. And we had like negative $20, negative $50 oil. So
That's wild.
So the market price for commodities doesn't always accurately reflect the reality of what it costs to mine it or produce it or whatever. And there's a lot of other things at play. There's a lot of other forces at play. So to say that, hey, silver can never go below its cost to mine it is, to me, not true. And gold the same way. Now I think gold has a much better base if it only costs $1,400 to mine it, and we're sitting at $2,600 an ounce. I mean, it can go down a ways and you're not even really near that, you know. But silver, it could go back underneath the cost to mine it, right? And silver is mined as a byproduct mostly, right? So I'm just saying you can't look at I'm not saying that people are wrong who are saying this. It's good information. That's why I did that one video, start the conversation. I got a whole bunch of input. But there's a lot of things at play, and to think that it can't go below that set amount, I mean, that's never been the history of silver. I mean, silver acts quite erratically.
The only information I really know about oil
Yeah.
is what I'm learning from the Paramount show Landman with Billy Bob Thornton. If you have not been watching that, you've been missing out. And on there they say the sweet spot for them
Yeah.
is between, what was it, $60 and $72, or $65 and $72 a barrel is where they want it to be.
Is this a real show or
Yeah.
is this a TV show?
It's a TV show.
But you're saying that the information is fairly accurate.
I would assume. I mean, it's a fairly realistic portrayal of
Okay.
the industry. And one of the interesting things, because it starts off, if you've never seen it, I guarantee some of you have been watching it like I have, but it starts off, he's the landman. So he works for a big oil company.
Big oil.
They're down in Texas. They bought the oil rights to some land,
Okay.
and it starts off with him with a bag over his head in a warehouse, and the cartel guys are like, "What are you doing on our land?" Because that's where they run drugs and do all that stuff. And he's like, "Listen, you own the land, but my company owns what runs beneath it." And he's like, we're trying to make a deal with you. We're gonna put in all the roads. You can use it all, this, that, the other. We don't care what you do otherwise.
Son of a.
But we own the oil rights. And then the cartel's like, we deal and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, listen, I don't care if you're making $1 billion running drugs through this land. This company's gonna be making, it's a stupid number. It's like $100 million a day.
Right.
And he's like, it doesn't matter to them if you work with us or not, they will eliminate you. There's too much money at play here. You're not gonna win this battle. And he's like, we'll pay you off, take your check. You can use all the infrastructure that we put in. We don't care what you do behind our back.
So is it like a bashing of big oil? It seems like Hollywood's trying to passively bash big oil, make them the heroes of the story, but at the same time make a bunch of corrupt, immoral people who only care about money and greed. I mean, that's what that sounds like, right? Hey, we'll pay off the drug dealers. Who cares about them? They're doing sex trafficking and money laundering and taking all the drugs into America. We don't care about that. It's all about big oil.
Yeah.
Basically, right?
Yeah.
Classic Hollywood crap. Why are you watching that stuff, man?
I had not looked at it in that context.
That's exactly what that context is.
But that is exactly what that context is. Although they explain, well,
they justify. Yeah.
No, they explain why the green doesn't work. The windmills and all that.
Right.
He's like, you burn more fossil fuels running that stuff and maintaining it.
You know what one of my biggest beefs with Hollywood is that they're on the left, right? So it's basically the left, right? Hollywood and the left are the same.
100%.
Right. But they glamorize and glorify guns, right? John Wick movies.
Now we're talking.
Every movie that's out there, they glamorize and glorify guns. Yet the left then wants to say you're not allowed to have any guns. Well, I would argue that there would be a large population of society that wouldn't actually be that interested in guns if every awesome video game out there wasn't all about violence with guns. If every movie that's actually worth watching wasn't all about guns. You know what I'm saying? I mean, guns are everywhere. Yet then they want to say you can't have any guns and you evil people that like guns. Yet they're selling us fun guns. Have fun with guns. That's what they're selling us.
Guns are so much fun too.
They are. I'm going shooting today.
Are you?
Speaking of guns, yes.
Where are you going? Shoot straight or somewhere else?
Yeah, it's the accuracy training with the wife. We're going to. She carries, and so you got to keep them on the range. Got to keep them shooting straight, At no pun intended. At shoot straight.
That's good.
I'll have to call this person back.
Well, speaking of that, in Sanford, there's a fun dinner and guns place that is open right behind the Chevy dealer. Town Center?
Dinner and guns?
Yeah.
Seems like an odd combination.
Yeah, they have a
Hopefully
whole...
they don't have their liquor license.
No, they do. It's a bar and dining and everything, but they're the...
You can shoot there? They have a range?
They're real guns, but they have the laser calibration, and you can go through the court. They have courses and things that you can do. We should go check it out because I've been meaning to check it out. It's been open for like a year.
Okay.
And I'll hit you up with the details because we can take the wives to that as well, which would be cool, and we can shoot and eat.
You can clear rooms and stuff.
Yeah.
I got you.
I mean, I think it's like full FBI training.
Okay.
Well.
So we're going to be practicing raiding the President of the United States?
No, we're not doing that.
That's what the FBI does.
Well, I guess. I guess they do right now, but they're not going to be.
Dude, I can't wait till January 20th. I just want it all to come out. I want all the truth to come out. And I feel like I'm going to be disappointed that they're not going to get the truth out. I just want the truth out there. Every single bit of dirt and grime, just put it out there.
Oh, I agree. I want the same thing.
Our country needs a cleansing. Yeah, that's what I want.
Shifting gears, fun shows coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Do you have any intention of going? Because I am going.
Yeah.
There's going to be a bunch of people going.
No, so my 32nd anniversary is on that Thursday.
Oh, and you're gone.
And we are out of town at an Airbnb for the weekend. And so
you're out.
One of the little life hack, little tip for you. If you have to choose, in order to make it to your 32nd wedding anniversary, if you have the option between celebrating your anniversary and going to a coin show, celebrate your anniversary. And you'll probably have a better chance of making it to your 32nd.
Well, that's valid. So,
but I am disappointed that I'm not going to be there. So many people are coming down for it. I'm not going to get to meet everybody, but I'll be with my kids having a good time. We're going to the zoo.
That's fun.
You ever watch that show on National Geographic? It's about the Tampa Zoo. It's a whole reality show about the zoo.
Never watched it.
They have one of the most amazing zoos.
Wait, are you talking about Joe Exotic?
No, not Joe Exotic.
Karen Bastian down in Tampa?
I have no idea what that is, but there is not that dude that's in jail for killing somebody, but
it is that dude.
Okay, no, but there's an actual zoo, And National Geographic does like a reality show of all the zookeepers behind the scenes. It's
That's
been going on
cool.
for like 3 or 4 years. Yeah.
Well, I've replaced you already. I have another sidekick for the show. Being Becky,
Oh.
aka
Aunt Laura. AKA EFA, everyone's favorite name.
Yeah, she's gonna cruise down with me, and we have not picked a date yet. So let me know if you're going to the fun show. I know there are a bunch of people coming.
Well, we're going out Wednesday night with the wives.
We are. Wednesday night, we're doing dinner, silver and cigars.
Silver and cigars. We're going to Brazilian Steakhouse.
Yes.
All you can eat meat.
Can't wait for that. And then yes, let me know what day you're going down for the fun show, and I'll make sure and go on that day. Me and being Becky, we'll cruise down. She's not that far past me, so we're gonna carpool.
Me.
I know. It was delicious. They saw me
beat
eating
me.
the whole time. You did talk a lot today, though.
I can't believe it.
Nothing new there. I may try and do 2 days down there because I think it's Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 4 days.
Right.
So I'll probably try a second day as well, a Saturday or Sunday on my own. Probably do a Thursday
Are
or
you going
Friday
to
with
be
being
going
Becky.
after your books?
Yes, I am going to be going after my books. Those books have been super exciting. I went through, took a whole bunch of 2x2 coins out of 2x2s, put them in the books, and saw how little I really have.
Dude, like the 1900s book?
Almost full. That one's...
No, that's the 20th century.
Yeah. Well, that's the 1900s. The 19th century one.
19th
The
century.
1800s.
Not 19th century. The 19th century one. If you have that full, regardless of the grades, that's an expensive album.
Truthfully, I'd said $1,000, but
No.
with
that
the
would be
with
like,
the draped and
yeah.
everything else, if you got the worst condition coins, you're looking at probably $3 to $4 grand anyway, in like slick, terrible condition.
Right.
So, realistically,
Yeah.
that's a
would be
$5,000 book all day.
Yeah.
And I may not ever even get a real true. I mean, I may end up plugging in my silver drape, or my flowing hair, because some of these coins are bonkers. They're really hard to find. But luckily, there's a ton of other coins.
Didn't I give you a silver flowing hair replica?
Yes,
You can plug that in.
I could, and I may well do that. We'll see. Well, we'll see how big the circle is for the book, but
Yeah.
so at least there's a lot of other stuff I can buy to go in the meantime. Like
Yeah.
there's a ton of coins I'm missing. So that's cool, and it's exciting. It'll be fun. So no worries there. But yeah, that's about it. I think I'm out of food.
Uh-huh.
Well, Happy New Year to you and your family.
So do you have any final thoughts on that? The price of silver, you think we're going to get back up next year?
I think everything will go back up next year. God, silver's so tough, man. I really don't know. Because at this point in time, when one thing goes low, it should go high. It doesn't. When one thing goes high, it should go low. It doesn't. We know it's manipulated by the market anyway, so I really don't know what silver's gonna do. I know that a lot of silver is not moving for a lot of stores. A lot of stores are starting to sell silver at spot or $1 above or 50 cents, and that's just a sign that they've got a ton of it, which I've heard from everybody. So, I don't know where it's gonna go. We'll see in the new year.
I think if there's any silver I buy this coming year, I think I will get back into Constitution, just junk silver, Merc dimes, Walkers. If I can get them at like super cheap,
you get a good price, and that
would probably be what I would stack.
I do think essentially it's gonna get scarcer and scarcer because they're definitely melting it by the barrel, and I've heard that from coin dealers. If it doesn't sell, they just send it in and get it melted down.
They're melting down to 90%?
They're melting down all of it, yeah. Yes.
Wow.
So all that
Is that
stuff...
legal? Are they legally allowed to melt on 90%? I mean, I know that might not stop people, but I'm just wondering, because it's U.S. tender, you're not supposed to destroy it.
You're not supposed to do a lot of things.
That's right.
But there are people that do everything if there's money involved.
Right.
Including our government that makes the rules.
Yeah.
That they don't follow. All right, let's end this.
Let's end this.
Happy New Year to all of you guys. Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Happy New Year to you.
We'll catch up with you again. This was lunch with Pirate and Fish. And we'll see you guys next time. We're full. We're done. We're out of here. Later.